Do you love coffee? Do you want to learn how to cut metal? Do you want to learn how to weld? Do you enjoy gratuitous ass shots? Do you love America? Well, this might just be the show for you.
Alright, so I got myself some pop rivets. Well, actually they're just regular rivets, but then I ended up taking a little piece off of it. There's normally, let me get a regular one so you can see. A regular rivet. Now, I just needed this little piece right here. So what I did was, I put this into a vise, put the vise around here, hit that with a hammer, pop the long needle out because we don't need that part. Now, online, a lot of Miata guys, what they'll do for a homemade restrictor is use one of these, because this opening is a .075, which restricts the flow enough to where the turbo still gets the amount of oil it needs. And this is mostly just on China turbos, because the journal bearings on these only can withstand a very small amount of PSI oil pressure compared to a name brand turbo like a Garrett. So they end up running restrictors. You can get an actual restrictor, but a lot of Miata guys will just run these and they end up fixing the problem. Now, real restrictors usually do a .060, which allows a little more oil in, but for this turbo in particular, T25, T28, you don't necessarily need that much. So we're gonna just try it and see if it works. So all you gotta do is undo the fitting, the AN fitting, to where it attaches to the turbo fitting. So I gotta undo this. There we go. There we go. Hey, look at that. All right, so now, as you can see in here, this will fit right in. That little round part goes towards the AN side. So you can stick this into the actual fitting. It just slides right on in, actually, pretty easy. Surprised. Then, take your AN. There we go. Not resting on the turbo. And now we're gonna see if that works. Maybe it won't smoke as much, I don't know. We're gonna have to take it for a drive most likely. Because mine only seems to smoke when it's under boost and right when you let off the gas off after watt. So at like 6,000 RPMs, let off the gas, it will do a lot of smoke. So we're gonna go check that out. Let me check my oil. Can't go blowing my motor again. Fun fact, I've blown my engine before.
Well, not this one.
Not this one. This is a new one. See, this is from a junkyard engine. It's got the number on it still. 6668. The Demon Miata.
Maybe that's why it's been giving us all the problems.
Still good. Always check your oil. Oh, I need to put a nut on that. Also, blew a nut off my, I can't think of the word.
Turbo manifold.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Take that out again. It's gonna be hot though. I'm gonna yank it off as fast as I can. Make sure it's extra loose. Oh, those are hot. Oh, fuck this. You know what?
Welding gloves.
Fuck it. Well, no oil in here. Wait. There's a little bit. That could have been left over. But there used to be a little pool there, remember?
Yeah.
When we pulled off the first time?
That is weird.
Alright, what's up guys? So, as you saw previously, the turbo got blown. The turbo seals are just shot, and I actually took it apart here a little bit ago. So now, you can see, this is the T28 that was on the car. This is a TDL4 that I've had laying around for a while. I got out of a Volvo at a junkyard. And as you can see right here, there's no real shaft plate with it. It's actually a pretty good turbo, but the problem is this flange. I tried to make an adapter plate here, but it's too wide right out here for me to get these 4 bolts onto my manifold and then get these 2 bolts in as well. So that's just not gonna work. But as you can see, this part right here is metal and it does not move. It's part of the turbo seals. However, come over to the T28 and moves all the way around, and it's made out of plastic and not metal. So yeah, that turbo's pretty much shot unless I rebuild it. However, Kyle and I were just online on Craigslist, and I found a guy who has a Garrett T25 ball bearing turbo out of a Volvo, no not a Volvo, a 97 SAAB 900. So it's got the Garrett stamp on it and everything. It's a real Garrett, only wanted $100. No shaft play. So we're about to go head up there and we're gonna go pick it up for 80 because I just talked him down a little bit. Gives me a free lunch, maybe some gas, you know. But hopefully it doesn't have blown turbo seals, but even if it does, I can still get a rebuild kit and rebuild it for half the cost of buying a new Garrett. So we're gonna go check that out and go see what's up.
Sounds good.
Look at all this space. There's so much room for activities.
You may ask where we're at right now. It's a giant ass gas station in Texas called Buc-ee's. It's like one of the most amazing places ever. It's got like everything you could ever want. They sell beef jerky, they sell sausage, they do everything here. And it's just giant. It's great. It's a wonderful place. So if you're ever in Texas, you should go to Buc-ee's.
There's a shit.
Oh, I see the, yeah, I see you. Yep.
You see me there?
Yeah, I see you. We're in a white Infinity. So we got the turbo, got back, and now we're taking it apart so that I can clock it. I'm just trying to take these bolts out and maybe clean it up a little bit just to make sure everything's good. But it looks like some of these seals might have been replaced at some point. Like this one up here looks pretty much brand new. And then after that, it fits right onto my manifold, which is great. I was afraid it might not fit, but this fits perfectly fine. And it's got studs instead of having to do bolt here and a bolt here, or a nut here and a nut here. It's gonna be a lot easier to put on. But I will have to get a adapter down here potentially, because this is what came on it from the factory. This would go on here like this, and then I gotta figure out how to make that work with my mass airflow. But I think what I'm gonna do is just get another adapter for just like a 2.5 to 3 inch or so can't think of the word, adapter so that it can work with my own mass airflow. Should work good, looks good. I just would like to see it run. Just want to make sure everything's okay, you know. I'm a little nervous being on Craigslist and all, but 80 bucks for a Garrett turbo, I ain't gonna complain. That's a pretty good deal, even if it is a little used.
A little bit of TLC and it should be good to go.
Yeah.
So that little bolt right there, that is giving us some hell. It's stripping and it won't come off. So we gotta figure out a plan for how to get that out of there. Oh.
All right, so we have a situation here. 3 of the bolts that hold the compressor housing on come off perfectly fine. 1 of the bolts, however, will not come off, and it's very badly stripped. We've tried vice grips of many sizes. We've tried multiple different ways of doing it, hammer and chisel, anything, nothing's working. So instead what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to weld a bolt onto it, right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a bolt, we're gonna weld it right there, just right there, and then now we're gonna hit this bolt with a hammer. And hopefully that will give us what we need to get it to unbolt. Because as you can see, all these other bolts come out perfectly fine. This one is just severely messed up. And hopefully that will be able to give me enough room that I can finally clock the turbo and start getting it installed so that I have a working car again with no problems. It'll be really nice. Alright. Getting ready to weld it. Oh man.
Well, this is not.
I do say.
This thing's fucking broken.
What?
That's not
Wait,
sketchy at all. Like,
oh man.
I need a new
Hey,
welder.
you gotta work with what we got, you know what I'm saying?
I need a real welder.
I will say, I like that turbo in there a lot better than the other one. I think it looks more realistic, not like freaking. Oh, here we go.
So, I guess I gotta figure out the angle of how we're gonna do this. Do you have a bigger bolt, like a longer bolt, or just the longest one? Oh, what the fuck? Just did that on its own.
Wait. It just. Alright.
Yeah, this is safe. Sure. It keeps running out on its own. Well, it's penetrating pretty good.
So let me get a little closer. Oh, you're going again?
Yep.
I'm good.
Look at it! Look at it! It's doing that shit on its own! That is not safe.
Is this running through it?
Yeah, it's the button. Okay, clear.
Clear. You want to flip it around?
Yeah, actually.
Just like, yeah, exactly. There you go. Boom.
Good idea. So now I can get in there.
Did you want to come from this side?
No, because I can't, Clear. Clear. Okay, so you might need a new gasket. But that penetrated pretty good, I think. So what I would suggest is you just pop a little extra right here.
Alright.
Okay, now we'll let that cool, and then we'll see if that works.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll do it.
I mean, it's pretty solid on there.
I think that'll do it.
So, time to see if the weld works.
You good?
Yep.
Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
I'm bending the frickin' bolt.
Holy crap. What? How in the hell?
When in doubt, cut that bitch out. No more bolt problems, eh? No. No more. When in doubt, just cut that bitch out.
Is that the new one?
Yeah, that's the new one right there.
This is hot. So far we've gotten a lot more done on the Miata. I got a couple things buttoned up. So I moved where all the intercooler piping was, changed it up a little bit so now it goes below and all the way down. And then also I got this custom L bracket I made, just got one at Lowe's. And that way I can get the wastegate in line to where it should be. So that's all fixed up. It's all got the oil lines to it, got the coolant lines to it. Got a adapter on here that allows it to go to the airflow meter. Now I just ordered a flange for here that we can weld the old exhaust to, which Kyle is actually about to do right now. So
Fingers
a
crossed.
little flange right down here, and then just gonna weld the old pipe to it. So gonna see how this goes.
Alright.
Keeps beating on its own. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Huh. That's fucking garbage. Alright, so the finished product looks pretty damn good if you ask me. I mean, our welds aren't very pretty, but you know, they work. It looks pretty good in there. I'm just gonna have to cut that out a little bit more. Probably back down here. Because the hood hits it when I shut it now, because it's been pushed back a little further because that flange is thicker than the old one. But I can't wait to get this car started again. Get it running. Should be a fun time.
Alright, so now we can see if this turbo fixed it. Now that we got it all hooked up, right?
I hope.
That's okay.
PSI.
That's 4 PSI.
It's like 4 PSI.
Here, I'll watch it. Okay. You might have been 5. I think it might peak at like 5. It's still
Hey,
good.
it's not smoking. And it spools a lot faster.
Feeling a lot quicker. How's it feel?
It falls on its face past like 4.5. Unlike the other one, how it took till 4.5 to hit. This hits
Right.
really low. Like watch. This spools a lot faster.
Does it feel more drivable?
Oh yeah.
And
Like down,
honestly, that feeling where you're saying where it's dropping off could be because you only get 5 PSI.
yeah. And it's like down low. It's a lot more responsive down low.
The good news is you're not smoking anymore.
Yes, sir. And the question is, does it drift?
I'm pretty sure it will.
We're gonna find out. Alright, so we just got back from driving the Miata. We went to go test it out. Looks like it's boosting around 5 psi, 4 or 5, somewhere in there. But it runs a lot better. It's hitting boost a lot earlier too, which we expected because it's T25 instead of a T28, and it's a Garrett, and it's hitting it full boost probably around like 3,300, 3,500, somewhere in that area. And it's kind of falling on its face later on. Maybe it's because it's such a low PSI. If we put more on, like get a different wastegate actuator for like 10 PSI or something like that, it might help. Let's see, what else was there? We're still leaking a little bit though, a little bit of oil on the top actually, because I think I need to get some more crush washers for the fitting. But other than that, it's running again. She's doing good. So I think we'll be able to drift on the 20th. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, let's do this fucking shit.